To become emperor of the Central African Empire, Jean Bedel Bokassa gradually rose to power, joining the French army, becoming captain, and leaving the French army to become supreme military commander of the Central African Republic. With his power as supreme military commander, he threw off the president at the time, Dako, and declared himself president in 1966. Initially, Bokassa had good plans for economic and political growth for his country. However, the plans were poorly managed and he soon became known for his unpredictable policies. In 1976, Bokassa took on the title of Emperor Bokassa I and changed the name of his country from the Central African Republic to the Central African Empire. He held a lavish ceremony for his coronation in 1977 that included a $5 million diadem, a 32-pound robe, and a 22-ton gold carrot thrown in a ceremony that costed more than $20 million, which effectively made his country go bankrupt in the long run by spending a third of the country's annual budget and all of French funding. Bedel's most infamous act was perhaps the killing of over 100 schoolchildren on his orders, in which he personally participated in. A fop obsessed about his clothing and appearances, Bokassa had uniforms designed for schoolchildren and built a factory to produce them. The uniforms were sold for $100, far from affordable for the impecunious citizens, as the average person in the Central African Empire earned a yearly total of $150. When the uniforms didn't sell, Bokassa was enraged. In an attempt to force the sale of the uniforms, Bokassa made the uniforms mandatory, while those without uniforms were not allowed to go to school. The schoolchildren protested in the streets. As he rode through the capital city, he was besieged by children who threw rocks at his Rolls Royce. Infuriated, Bokassa had the schoolchildren executed, killing over 100 schoolchildren and even getting into action by killing with his walking stick. Jean Bedel Bokassa gets an S for he was self-assertive. Bokassa was always determined to get what he wanted, and he did what he had to do in order to get it. From overthrowing President David Dako to become the ruler of the Central African Republic, to his $20 million coronation ceremony that emulated his role model Napoleon, his self-proclamation of the title of emperor, and his personal participation in the massacre of schoolchildren, Bedel was a greedy man that did as he pleased. Aside from his decisions as leader, Bokassa was self-assertive with women as well. The antipathy of celibate, Bedel had a total of 19 wives and was very fecund, having approximately 60 children.